to the big house, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Terrapins will kick it off to get us underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will have the football first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. He'll do it himself. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. There he goes. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Went to the running game on first down, now 2nd down. On the option. Now the pitch. Hard running there. He's knocked down for a loss of 7. Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Michigan!
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Maryland's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front, because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, they can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
He'll keep it himself. Oh, he's got some space. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
The give to the back. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. He's going to lose a yard on that one. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Off the play fake on 1st down. Got his man downfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerbach or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
He'll pull it on the read. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Off play action. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown Wolverines! They turn a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he's able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. The give from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Terrapins will snap it on 1st and 10. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. Tight end getting vertical. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. To the air on 2nd down. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. They'll run the screen. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that 1st down marker. 4th down coming. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. A strike downfield. There he goes. He's at the 20. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes the catch. It's Mayo. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Penny. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Penny. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. They'll try to get it through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Buck. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. They'll keep it on the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Gets it out fast. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wolverines are on the move. They'll run the option. Turning it on. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play. Grabbed behind the line. It's Buck. Touchdown, Wolverines. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 28-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the Mountain West, which is why this one is notable. Utah State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Aggies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today.
They'll leave it with him.
It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Nevada. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Vaughn. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Grabbed over the middle. It's Burks. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Looking to throw again. Got a man. It's Vaughn. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. And the Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to run it. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Right on the money. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. He's got it along the sidelines, foot in bounds, and it's a first down. The Terrapins started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd and goal coming up. Grabbed in the backfield. It's McMillan. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Terrapins! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He leaves it with his back. Oh, better look out! They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. On the option. And not even a chance to pitch it as he is slammed down in the backfield. And the Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Mayo.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big...
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On the run, fires downfield. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. And the Terrapins will bring the punt team onto the field. Just needs a crack to get a return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. To the ground with the back. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. He's got an open man. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And the Wolverines are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. The give to the tailback. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, 1 half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that 2nd half in Ann Arbor. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas in the booth at Michigan Stadium.
The Wolverines will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They start this 3rd quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're good.
Oh, he's got some space. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Burks. And they pick up just a few on that completion. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Hand off from the shotgun. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. The Terrapins will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Mayo. And without that spin move, I'm not sure he would have gone very far at all, but a solid pickup on the play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Oh, it's picked off. Not the 2nd half start they'd hoped for. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They'll try the run. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. And the Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The toss to the right. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Wolverines send out the punt unit. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple score. He's going to throw deep right side. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the 1st half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Buck.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Makes the grab. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. Out of the gun, they give to the back.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
They go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. That cuts the lead down to 28-10.
Well, sudden change situation. You got to give this defense credit. Their offense just turned it over. They held tight. They didn't allow a touchdown, and they forced their opponent to take a field goal. Nice job.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So here comes the Michigan offense. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think
makes the grab on the big throw. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself with the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the play.
Breaks into the open. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And the Wolverines line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The Wolverines are rolling down the field. To the ground, he's got it again. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Running back searching for a hole. Sweet cut there. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. He has 89 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Michigan! And the pummeling has started. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. North Texas has the lead right now. The good folks in Denton have been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by a field goal over Boise State.
Quarterback on the keeper.
Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Off the boot, looking for his man. Gets it out quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught close to the marker, it's Burks. Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
And the Terrapins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Vaughn. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Terrapins really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Snagged in the middle. It's McMillan. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Motion from the wideout. Off play action on 1st down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
And the Terrapins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Looking to the big tight end. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Hauls it in. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the 1st. Leaves it with the running back. Makes one man miss. He now has 111 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Tight end now in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. On the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are the ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a miss and a missed opportunity.
Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Bust through behind his pad. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. to the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Terrapins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Catch in the middle. It's McMillan. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's McMillan. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Quarterback empties his backfield. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Mills. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Kessler. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Wants to throw again. Finds his tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Terrapins kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to swing it on second down. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
On third down, he drops the throw. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going for 6. And it's almost intercepted in the end zone. It's caught, but he's out of bounds. Just an incomplete pass and a bullet dodged by this offense. You can't do that. An illegal forward pass will cost the offense 5 yards. They can stop the clock a couple more times, and they need to get it back fast, down 2 possessions as the clock keeps winding down. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.